Yo. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I had to get right. What's good, man? Welcome to another episode of Heek's Hot Takes. It's your boy Heek. You know who it is. How y'all doing this lovely Sunday morning, man? It's beautiful out here. West Coast, Arizona life, you know what I'm saying? Nice smooth 60 outside. Praying for all my Midwest homies. I know y'all out there cold. Oh, I hate to do it to you, but I know you cold. I was watching them college football games all weekend. I know y'all cold. He man, let's hop right into it. Speaking of them college football games, man, those were some pretty good games this weekend. Psych. Nah, man, we need to figure this out. Definitely need to figure this out because record is not going to tell the whole tale of the story when we're picking these playoff teams. Obviously, okay. I I wanted Indiana to be better. I wanted them to do good, but they don't got the horses in the stable to compete. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, that should have been somebody else probably. I mean, but again, you can't. I guess you can't punish Indiana, but it's like I'm sure Alabama would have made that a better game. I'm sure Ole Miss would have made that a better game. Insert whoever else you want. I'm sure Miami would have made that a better game. Oh my gosh. Same thing goes with SMU. Them boys look cold out. Them boys look cold out there. That was like Miami going to like, some cold state. And it was just like, boy, y'all ass cold. I know you cold. Boy, you just want to go home. And that's fine, bro. The Midwest will do that to you. That's why people get seasonal depression, man. That cold to do that to you. So, it's okay, bruh. It's okay. One team I didn't think the cold was gonna do that to was Tennessee. They got dog walked. I personally I believe Ohio State could be somewhat of a fraud, but we'll talk about that at another time. And I thought Tennessee was just a more athletic version of Michigan, basically, but they got dog walked, and I'm gonna owe half of that to the cold. Well, so moral of the story is in these college football playoff games coming up this next weekend, pay attention to the cold. All right, pay attention to the weather because that's going to affect the game for sure. We almost swept the board in the Discord on college football this weekend. We had the under in Notre Dame and Indiana. 51.5 was always too high. That was way too high. And then we did a couple little parlays to flip some bread. What was it? Texas minus 6.5 and the alternate over. Figured points were going to get scored in that game, and Texas was going to figure it out. And that was exactly what happened. And then, um, all right. Look, the street that is by my crib, there is no reason for nobody's whip or motorcycle or none of that shit to sound like that. I'll mute it next time, man. My bad. I'm outside. Anyways, the other game was the other game. SMU, yeah, SMU, the under and alternate under and Ohio State by 2.5. So yeah, that was all free money, bro. Antoine, that was motherfucking. It was like, oh, I'm not supposed to curse yet. Uh, it was like a motorcycle or something on the street, man. I was like doing too much. Um, But yeah, so pay attention to the weather. Pay attention to the weather when it comes to college football playoffs. Corey, my G, what's good for tapping in, bro? Man, what's good? Hey, Chiefs don't play today, man. What you want? Might have to slide. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside. Uh Corey down here in AZ too. He already knows it's beautiful outside. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, we definitely gonna chop up some bets. I got a few already placed. I don't even gotta look it up or none. I'm already locked and loaded in. It's a lot of chalk. I feel like heavy favorite stuff. I like today. Just because the running backs are all in really good spots. And now let me say I said that last week and that shit washed. So, but again, I feel like we're in a good spot with running backs again. I feel that. Yeah, gotta cover that Christmas shopping. Gotta cover that. Um, all right, so I kind of wanted to talk before we talked about some NFL and some bets and stuff, fantasy, whatever y'all wanted to talk about. I did want to touch on some college coaching news we didn't really get to talk about yet. Uh, excuse me. Ooh. Um, two hirings that happen that I feel are very significant to talk about, right? Bill Belichick, right, getting hired at University of North Carolina. I don't think people are understanding how huge that is for that program. I think the common, and I'm not trying to say this as some like weird, but I think just the the casual knowledge, right? The casual viewer, I feel like sees Bill Belichick there, and they're like, "Oh, is that style of coaching going to work at North Carolina?" Or whatever they want to insert as the superlative. But I I would argue that that style of coaching works better in college, right? That authoritarian style of coaching works better in college when you have college kids. You have you have human beings that are craving structure right now, right? They are coming from probably a structured high school program and then transitioning into a structured college program, right? So those are people who are going to want to crave that structure. Not only that, you add this NIL and people getting paid into it. This is basically an NFL franchise now. You know what I'm saying? So not only is it an NFL franchise, but it's an NFL franchise that's endorsed by Jordan. So, and we know how that's popped into the youth. So it's like I I really think people are underselling Bill Belichick at North Carolina, and this thing could really turn into just like a pipeline to the NFL, like Bishop Montgomery or IMG, them those like academy high schools of football, or like Oak Hill in basketball, those academy basketball. It's gonna turn into that, but for college. Like, yeah, I really believe that, man. It's I wanna see what the odds are for UNC to win the ACC. It's probably not gonna be right away, right? It's not gonna be 1 year, but with the transfer portal, it could definitely be 2 years, and they're right there, fighting for a ACC championship. So, that's not like the ACC's, like, strong, you know what I'm saying? Who's the best team? I would argue the best team was Miami, and they got beat by Clemson, who just got dog walked by, Texas. So I mean, it's not gonna take much, and yeah, I just that branding, the pipeline to the NFL, the knowledge he's gonna have, the probably the NFL staff he's gonna have on his staff. It's just gonna be prepping you to be a pro, and so when you get to the NFL, you hit the ground running type thing. It's gonna be very, very, very interesting. Yo, what's good, Brent? It's my G. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. I'm assuming you're saying facts to the Bill Belichick hiring. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and I'm very interested to see how it pops off. The second thing, the second coach that I'm really excited to see again, and this one for me is just a nostalgia. This is just a nostalgia thing. I'm really excited to see Rich Rodriguez back at West Virginia. Um, when I hear Rich Rod at West Virginia, it automatically makes me think of Steve Slayton, Pat White, one of the most dynamic offenses I've ever seen. So fun to play with them dudes on NCAA. It reminds me of the Reggie Bush days. It reminds me of the Vince Young days, right? It reminds me of all that stuff. Lima Swede, right? It reminds me of all them dudes. And so I'm I'm excited to see that he's going to get another chance there, and I'm excited to see that style of offense again in a large conference like the Big 12. Uh, we you got to remember, I mean, he revolutionized this offense stuff in the college game, right? This quick tempo, run game, read option. He burst all of this, and people don't want to say that, but they're all of that read option tempo stuff is all Rich Rod's sons. Uh, some of them took some sort of elements out from him for that, and I think that respect needs to get put on his name. So I'm really excited to see him back there. I assume he gonna have a very large NIL backing behind him to bring in the talent that he needs and the guys that he needs to make that succeed. So I'm really excited to see him back in the coaching ranks again. Go ahead and leave a comment if y'all got any thoughts on those guys, Bill Belichick, Rich Rodriguez. Pretty exciting hires in the college realm. Um, yeah, man, that'd be pretty cool. That's gonna be good. While y'all watching, bro, if y'all can leave a like, y'all can leave a heart, comment. If y'all on YouTube, go ahead, throw a subscription, like the video, all of that good stuff, man. I appreciate you. It helps out the algorithm, gets us popping. You know what I'm saying? As we climb this ladder. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, helping me out. Let's get to some stuff today. We won't go too long since it's just me solo dolo. I won't talk at y'all and all that. But let's talk about some stuff today. We got some games today. Uh some teams that need some dubs. We got some spots to look at for some bets I really like. We just go down the list, I suppose. We'll just do it like that, and then I'll give you my bets that I got put in today. We'll just talk about the games and leans and things that I like and what I'm thinking, and then get up out of here, man. So first up, Browns Bengals. Browns have decided to make the quarterback switch. They are no longer starting Jameis Winston. They'll be starting Dorian Thompson Robinson, DTR. A lot more of a mobile quarterback. He used to play at UCLA. Not bad. He's not gonna fling it like Jameis though. That's definitely a thing. So, but at the same time, it's not like they can rely on the running game very much so in the sense of their Nick Chubb is hurt. He broke his foot. That guy has very, very terrible injury luck. So yeah, Chubb broke his foot. So it's really just Jerome Ford and Devontae Foreman in the backfield with DTR. That offense sounds disgusting just saying it out loud. So um their defense is poor. If that weren't the case, I mean, obviously we're taking Bengals, money line, probably Bengals spread, even if you want to. It is a divisional game, so be careful about it, I guess. But I'd probably more lean towards a under or like a Browns team total under if you were looking for something to play in that game. I don't see how the Browns. I mean, the Bengals defense isn't that good, but like, damn, bro, like them offensive weapons on the Browns. I don't know. Let me say this and watch them score 30. So it's like it be like that. But I'm just giving y'all the information. Y'all do with it what you will. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me in the comments if y'all got something to contribute. I'd love to hear what y'all got to say as well. Cardinals versus Panthers. It's a must-win game for the Cardinals if they got any hope of getting into the playoffs. They need to win this game. And it is a very extremely winnable game. The Panthers are boo-boo. They have been looking a little bit better. I still don't think Bryce Young's the answer, but he has been playing better. So um, I think one of the best plays of the day, I already got it locked in LA. It's juiced. All of these running backs that I'm about to talk about are super juiced. So, but James Conner minus 200 anytime touchdown. If James Conner don't get in the end zone today, the Cardinals probably don't win the game. That's probably a thing. I would assume Connor gets in twice. He's in a big lotto for me to get in twice. But yeah, um, James Conner anytime touchdown. Just a little sneaky nugget. Kyler Murray is actively trying to get Trey McBride a touchdown. He's talked about it. He's not shying away from it. He wants to get his boy a touchdown. So that's also in a play that I have. Trey McBride touchdown. Just off the strength of the quarterback saying he wants to get his guy a touchdown. So I wouldn't be mad at Chuba Hubbard in this game either. He's been a beast and a bell cow for the Panthers, the struggling Panthers. Um, Possibly game of the day. Philly versus Commanders. That's gonna be a really exciting game. I think could have potential to be a shootout. The Philly defense is very good, but Jane Daniels is also good, and he's healthy this time. The last time they played, he was fresh off that rib injury. So, but we'll see. We will see. Um, can't get mad at you for playing Saquon or Jalen Hurts in this game, right? Those guys are almost shoo-ins. One of them, if not both, to get into the end zone. Uh, Brian Robinson Jr. isn't a bad pick. Jaden himself isn't a bad pick. The pass catchers are tough to play just because Eagles secondary's been so locked down. But again, this is a good barometer game for Jaden Daniels, just for us to see like, all right, bro, you might be really, really like that if you go and do this, beat this Eagles team that's really nice right now with a really good defense. So, really interesting game there. I'll have red zone on, but if games aren't looking that good, I'm definitely gonna be having that one on separately. Giants versus Falcons. the much anticipated debut of Michael Penix Jr. I'm a very big fan of Michael Penix Jr. Those of us in the Say Less Best Discord, we cashed nice little what was it? I think we might have won like 180. Because there was a prop when Penix was getting drafted for him to go top 10. And I'm like, yeah, someone's gonna trade up and do that. And it wasn't even a trade up. Atlanta just took him. So that was nice. It was like plus 1,800. So yeah, Michael Penix Jr. Very excited out of Washington. He could sling the pill. He's a lefty, a little bit more mobile than Kirk as well. So really excited to see what happens here. Uh, Obviously, with a rookie quarterback's first start, they're probably going to lean on the run. So another guy I really like to score today, Bijan. Duh. All right, he's been having a really good year. A sneaky guy I like to start. I would also play separately, or if you want to put it in like a long shot lay, or Tyler Algier, their backup running back. Atlanta rotates running backs very often, similar to like the Buccaneers do. So I could see Algier vulturing a touchdown from Bijan for sure. Um, but yeah, that'll be interesting to see how Penix does. Titans versus Colts. Colts need to win this if they want any chance of staying alive. I don't know even know if they do have a chance to stay alive, but Anthony Richardson getting into the end zone. I can't stop you from playing that. He's a beast. He does that often. I got a little quarterback mobile lay. I call it let's get mobile. No. My bad. I call it, hey, you mobile? Back in the day when you did have the whip and you had to, hey, cuz you mobile? I bet. But it's four mobile quarterbacks to score today. It's Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Hurts. Um, who's the other one? Josh Allen. Yeah, I love that one. It's like plus 2,000. We'll go back again and run it back again at the end of the video. You could also add Jaden Daniels if you wanted to in there, or you could even swap him and Kyler. But I really would prefer Kyler just because the stakes are higher in that game, right? Well, I shouldn't say that. The stakes are high for Jaden too, but the Eagles defense is very good. I'm a little nervous about that Eagles defense. So, Shavar say Penix over 7.5 rushing yards easy. That's not bad. That's not bad. Might have to do something with that. I seen you posted something in the core too, bro. I'm gonna end this stream here shortly. I don't want to go too close to the kickoff because I got a couple things I want to lock in still too. So I'm gonna look and see what you posted. Resident Lions fan Sam. Sam was on the show before. Sam was good, my G. Sam saying Bears may give Detroit a hard time today. That's the next game we're gonna talk about. I can't believe that until I see the Bears look like a competent professional football offense. That I mean, it just looks so bad, bro. And all the hype they gave for Caleb is making it look worse. You knew when they hyped him up so much, bro. You knew that it was just like, man, why y'all doing this to this boy? This is going not unless he comes and rip. And even if he were to rip the roof off the crib, it probably wouldn't have mattered. They would have been like, oh, this is what he's supposed to do, So like, and now that it just looks bad, it's even worse, man. So yeah, I need to see the Bears look like a professional offense before I say them beat anybody. My bad, y'all. I'm fighting the sun just like the last time. All right. Lions. Oh, yeah. Sorry. More in depth about that game. Jameer Gibbs. No Monty. He's out for the year. So Jameer Gibbs, it's finally his show. That man, that man's gonna spaz. I'm gonna put him in a long shot as well. Some like I have him in the touchdown lay. I have him in the 2 touchdown lay as well, but I think I might put his like 100 yards rushing with someone else's like, some big numbers type thing. See what that do. Um But yeah, Gibbs finally gets the backfield by himself. So really excited to see what he does. And I just think the Lions are gonna have to just score a hell of points because they don't got no defense no more. Everybody's hurt. It's bad. It's bad out there for them. So we'll see. Oh, golf outside too. Man, but you gotta just now I'm really paying Gibbs 100 yards for sure. I'm playing Gibbs 100 yards for sure. Solo, man. Let me see what those odds are real quick. We're gonna check them odds live for y'all. Gibbs 100 yards rushing. Don't forget, last time we was on the stream, I gave out Kirk Cousins 300 yards passing. Cash it. Okay, we not getting a really friendly number for it at all, but I mean it's still a plus number. It's plus 128 for 100. If you got multiple books, I'd probably shop around and see if you can get a better number. I don't think that's very fair value, but um I was hoping for closer to maybe like plus 180. But still gonna play that probably. So yeah, Gibbs 100 yard rushing. That's my solo play to give out for the day. Hopefully, maybe we go 2 for 2. Rams Jets. This is a big game for the Rams. They need to keep winning to have playoff lives a lot to keep their playoff hopes alive. Jets are playing for pride right now, and Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams got a lot of pride. So don't sleep. Um, they've been spat. I got Devontae Adams last week in fantasy. Boy dropped about a 48 burger on my head. I'm all right, bro. And he had 0 at halftime. All right, bro. So that game could be sneaky fun too. That game could be sneaky fun too. Vikings Seattle, that is a weather game. Alert, alert, weather game. Okay. 96% chance of precipitation up there in Seattle. So passing game could be slowed down a little bit. If that's the case, that this game favors the Vikings even more. Their run defense is pretty good. Um, and Aaron Jones is a beast. So, but yeah, just keep in mind weather game while you're thinking about that game today. Patriots, Bills. Bills should dog walk these dudes. This is yeah. Sorry about it. Love James Cook and Josh Allen both to score in this game. Um, definitely. 49ers, Dolphins. Another game where I think I might take a shot on a guy for some big yards. I feel like this could be a Purdy 300-yard game here. Um, they're down to their fourth string running back. Patrick Taylor, I don't think they're gonna rely on their fourth string running back, right? Like they're obviously gonna keep the defense honest, but I think they might just put the ball in Purdy's hands and just feed Kittle and feed Juwan Jennings and just see how that goes. So Purdy 300 or like a Juwan 100 or Kittle 100, I could see either of those slapping. On the Dolphins side, uh Tyreek was downgraded, and I think Waddle is also doubtful. So Tua could be without Tyreek and Waddle today. Um, that obviously ups targets for Janu, Achan, those guys. But if Waddle and Tyreek are out, I don't see how that fares very well for the Dolphins. And they're dogs at home, so Uh, do with that information what you will. Sunday night game tonight. We got Bucks versus Cowboys. That man Baker been on an absolute heater. I don't think he slows down tonight. I'm actually making a very difficult decision of sitting Jaden Daniels in one of my fantasy leagues to play Baker because I just think the matchup is more nice. Um, and that Eagles defense, man, they're playing lights out. So I don't want that right now. I'm good. I'm good on that. Y'all can have it. Um, those are kind of my thoughts about the games today. You know, getting down to the nitty gritty, trying to see what's going on here at the end of the year, how playoff seating shakes out, and all that good stuff. So, um, pretty excited to watch the games today. Uh, anybody got any fantasy news or anything? You can go ahead and answer that. Coco saying skull. Yeah, they'll probably win today. They'll probably win today. Um, I'm gonna go through these plays I got right now for the slate, and then if we don't got no comments or no one else popping off, we probably just call it at that. Honestly, just call it at that. All right, so this my kind of this my what I call my chalky play of the day, right? My big favorites. I parlayed. It's a six legger. I only did six because the odds suck. Like Bijan and Jameer Gibbs are really tanking the odds, and James Conner too are really tanking the odds. But those are my three favorite guys to score today: James Conner, Jameer Gibbs, and Bijan. If we don't at least get two of the three, like some I'm calling rig. There's no way. All three should get in, but regardless, this what I got for the six legger. It's plus 1072, right? I don't know if y'all probably can't see that, but all right, here we go. Yep. So we got James Conner, Kyron Williams, Jameer Gibbs, Bijan, Saquon, and Chase Brown. Put five on it to win $58. $10 to win 100. You can do the math from there. Um, Again, that's James Conner, Kyron Williams, Jameer Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Saquon, and Chase Brown, all to score anytime touchdown. Love that one. That's my like big favorite one. Here's my pass catcher. It's my pass catcher one. Again, like I said, Kyler explicitly saying that he wants to get his boy a tud. And I think the odds are reflecting that. Trey McBride never been at plus 115. So but I'm gonna play that until he gets a touchdown. Because I'm just gonna believe what he said out of his mouth. Um so we got Trey McBride, Amon Ra, Devontae Adams, and Mike Evans. $5 to 96. That's a plus 1800. That's $10 to 180. Um, like I said, Trey McBride, I'm playing that till it happens because Kyler said. Amon Ra gonna be a much more big part of the game plan today with Monty out. Devontae Adams, I'm just riding the hot hand there. Just been on a heater. I expect Aaron to just keep looking his way. And Mike Evans actually has a $3 million incentive. And one of the stipulations for that, he needs one more touchdown. So that's another guy I'm going to keep playing until he gets that touchdown because players look out for each other. And I'm sure Baker's going to throw him a touchdown so he can get that 3 mil for sure. And it's a great matchup tonight. Trevon Diggs is out. Yeah, love it. So, and then I already said that mobile one earlier in the stream. If you didn't know, it was four mobile quarterbacks: Jalen Hurts, Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, and Josh Allen, all to get in. That's plus 2,000. So that's $10 to 200, $5 to 100. And this the long shot of the day here. The long shot of the day. We'll see what happens. I love it, honestly. Just because I don't these always look so good and it's too easy to be true. So I don't know, but I'm gonna keep playing them till we slap one. But it's a two touchdown lay. Basically, my three favorite guys, and then two more guys that I just think can fall in. So James Conner two, Jameer Gibbs two, Bijan two, Kyron two, and Saquon two. I round robined it by three. If you need an explanation of round robin, just message me on the side and I can explain it to you. It can get a little complicated. I don't want to ramble on the show. But basically, I buy myself insurance so that if three of the five hit, we still cash some bread. Right? If four of the five hit, we cash more bread. If five of the five hit, we obviously cash the whole round robin. And I put $1 on the straight in general. So I think $1 gonna pay at least a rack if that hits. So just know I'm talking my shit if that hit. Okay. Just know. Yeah, man. That's what I got for today. Coco in the comments, she said Commanders money line. I think it's worth I think it's worth a sprinkle. I think it's worth a sprinkle, Coco. Just because they played them hard the last game when they played, I believe as well, right? Um, what was that score? Yeah, 18-26. That's a eight. That's still a one possession game. I mean, with a 2 point conversion and with a hurt Jaden Daniels. So I wouldn't be mad at a Commander's money line. I wouldn't break the bank on it, but like, bet what you willing to be able to lose. I think it's you could definitely lose bread on something worse than that. That's for sure. Coco says she don't think the Eagles can sweep the whole NFC East. This Eagles team different, man. I don't know. Saquon just changes the entire dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like last year when the offense was getting stagnant, they didn't really they didn't have somebody like Saquon to lean on. And now it's like if the offense gets stagnant, if Jalen's tweaking, they can literally just turn around and hand the ball to Saquon and he'll just jump over somebody backwards. Still the craziest thing I've seen on a football field. But yeah, so man, yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a really good game. That's gonna be a really good game. I'm gonna be tapped in for show. I'm gonna be tapped in for show. Oh yeah, Chiefs are still 14-1, by the way. Shout out Taylor Swift, Voodoo Magic. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Um, I think that's gonna do it, man. I think that's gonna do it. We got about 20 minutes till the game starts, so run back the video if you need to hear the lays. Put them out. Let's cash some live on the show. That'd be lovely. I would love that. I'm pretty hot right now. Like I said, did really well on college ball this weekend. So hopefully try to keep this momentum going for the NFL. On your way out, man, if you do me a favor, like the video, heart the video. If you're on YouTube or if you have a YouTube, go ahead, slide on the YouTube channel, man. Subscribe, please. Put a like on the video, please. That really helps me out, helps the algorithm out a lot. Gets us popping, man, for real. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you have tuned in, if you are tuning in, or if you will tune in, I appreciate you so much. For real, for real. Keep vouching for me, man. Keep sliding for me, and I'm going to slide for y'all, for real, man. It's Heeks Hot Takes. Hi Chew, holler at us. Raw, holler at us. Sparkling Ice, holler at us. Sponsorships and DMs are open for show, man. Hey, we out here, man. We need that bread. So, hey, y'all be smooth out here. Be easy. I'm gonna see